at 8 p.m. following the previously and duly noticed joint session with School Board 112. We still are here at North Shore School District 112 at 1936 Green Bay Road. Our thanks to the school district for letting us use their facilities. If we could please call the roll.
Commissioner Bernstein, Commissioner Flores-Weisskopf.
Here.
Commissioner Kaplan.
Here.
Vice President Runtenberg.
Here.
President Myers.
I'm here as well. We have a quorum, so we can proceed with business. Any requests from any of the commissioners for additions to the agenda for discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to the duly designated items. Is there public comment for any of the items on our agenda?
Well, I didn't see the agenda, but I was hoping that public comment, if it's not the appropriate time, I don't have to do it.
You know what?
Why not?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be brief.
That's quite all right.
You're good, Luke.
Nice to see you again, Davis.
Nice to see you too. And first of all, Rosewood Beach,
Could you
big
get-
thumbs
could
up.
you-
Oh yeah, David Schneiderman, 554 Broadview Avenue, Rosewood Beach, fantastic, love it, there every day, major accomplishment, crown jewel of the Park District.
If you walk your dog.
I do not have a dog, but I understand the issue
Stop.
that other people
Thank you
have
very
there,
much.
yeah.
We appreciate it.
Thank you for not walking your dog down there if you don't.
Yes, since I don't have a dog, it's very easy not to walk it. Second, Park District camps, fantastic. My daughter was at Spotlighters. I approve of the renaming of Spotlighters also and loved it. And my other daughter did Big Top, Little Top for the first time, and wow, is that fantastic. There's ponies who live there. I mean, this is just amazing. It's really fantastic.
They sometimes wander away, too. So.
Yeah, I can see that. She knows all their names. She has like relationships with each of them. I don't have anything really prepared here, but I guess I just wanted to reiterate a little bit before. I do understand from Greenprint, which I support, and I was involved in one of the early kind of talk sessions with the public. I'd like to be at more Park District meetings. I'm kind of burning the candle at eight ends with the school district right now. There are many people in the community, and I guess I just wanted to say this in front of you, that worry that even though whatever swaps and trades may happen may, from your perspective, serve the district, the ideas of the Park District, and I get it, maybe West Ridge is falling apart, I don't feel as strongly about it as other people. There is a significant part of the opposition to this plan who believe that if you enter into it with the idea that sort of like, well, we're the Park District and we're doing what the Park District does, and that the other part isn't really our part of it, that you're kind of enabling something that is much larger than 112. And I recognize, again, taxing bodies are separate, you all have different mandates. But part of the complexity of this issue, and part of the reason that a meeting tonight is so frustrating, is that it's happening so late. This involves so much more than the school district, and the school district is constantly trying to make people think it only involves the school district. And I guess I just wanted to say out loud and publicly that this is a lot bigger than that. I understand that West Ridge may ultimately go to 112. That may be okay ultimately, but we have to somehow find a way to think more globally and more organically about something that is really much larger than any one group. And I don't know if we even have the structures in place for that, but I really appreciate the public meeting of the two bodies tonight, and I would appreciate any more of those that can happen in the future. So thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. Anyone else like to speak from the public? Okay. So our next item of business is our consent agenda. You see on our agenda items A through H, all of which have been provided to you in your board packets and or which have been discussed at prior board meetings. Could any request to remove any items from the consent agenda? Hearing none, could I please get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
Could I get a second?
Sure.
We have a motion and a second. Could we please call the roll?
Commissioner Flores-Weisskopf. Commissioner Kaplan.
Aye, yes.
Vice President Runtenberg.
Aye.
President Myers.
Aye. The consent agenda is passed. That brings us to unfinished business. First topic is Ordinance 1508, our combined supplemental budget and appropriation for the PDHP for fiscal year 2015. Director Curtis. Nice to see you again.
Hello, everybody. At the August workshop meeting, the 2015 supplemented budget was presented to the board. As noted, the only change reflected in the supplemental budget is the operation of the Highland Park Country Club. The budget has a deficit balance, and this is a budgeted deficit. It's a use of capital use of capital funds for both Rosewood Beach and the additional capital projects that had been listed in the budget. At this time, staff requests direction from the board to begin the legal process of formally laying down the supplemental budget for a period of 30 days to the hearing scheduled on September 29th, 2015. And that hearing will occur just prior to the regularly scheduled board meeting.
So just to break that down a little bit, let me make sure that we all recall the adjustments that we were making to the budget has to do with, number one, the new costs associated with running the country club,
Correct.
which we hadn't necessarily anticipated doing when we'd done the prior budget.
Right.
And does that also include some of the construction costs in Rosewood that had already been budgeted, but from a timing standpoint, we needed to move forward to this year?
Yes, they were rolled over. They were previously budgeted in 2013 and 14, and it's just a housekeeping to have them appear in the supplemental budget.
And neither of these adjustments have a material impact on the financial condition of the Park District. We've budgeted the proceeds to pay for all of these. Will not
Correct.
necessitate a tax increase.
Nothing like that, no.
Excellent. Any questions from the other commissioners? Excellent. Can I get a motion to direct the staff to begin the legal process for formally laying down the supplemental budget for a period of 30 days prior to the hearing on September 29, 2015?
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Any debates? Hearing none, can we please call the roll for a vote?
Commissioner Flores Weisskopf. Commissioner Kaplan.
Aye.
Vice President Ruttenberg.
Aye.
President Myers.
Aye. Ayes have it. Motion carries. The staff is so advised.
Thank you.
While you're there,
Mhm.
could we impose upon you to give us the treasurer's report? Thank you.
The financial information presented to you includes the Highland Park Country Club, and all the financial information is reported as of July 31st, 2015. July's activity presents most of the revenue related to summer activities. There was still some registration early in August, but most of the summer revenue is there. However, due to timing related to expenditures, not all of the expenditures are included in there. Expenditures will not be included in full until about August and maybe even into September. So a summer report will be presented by staff at the October board meeting. Fall registration had a slow start in July, but the pace has picked up during August and will continue through December. Staff has begun the 2016 budget process. During the month of September, staff will be presenting their operating budgets to Liza and myself. Capital will be discussed with the Finance Committee at the October workshop, and then the overall budget presentations will be occurring to both the Finance Committee and the board during November. I'm kind of keeping it short tonight.
Excellent. Thank you. Any questions or comments from the board?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
very much. That will bring us to new business, our director's report. Executive Director McElroy.
Thank you. Just a couple of things. We really are in full transition now from our summer programs to the fall, with the exception of both Rosewood Beach and the Hidden Creek Aqua Park, which are still open weekends only through Labor Day, which would be a week from Monday. As far as the other facilities go, of significant note, the Recreation Center is closed this week as we go through the process of replacing some equipment and doing a lot of housekeeping in anticipation of the upcoming fall season. So the Rec Center will reopen to the public on Saturday. The indoor pool, however, is still closed for further maintenance and reopens on September 8th. Deer Creek opens on August 31st. Centennial programming begins the week of September 8th, as does programs at Westridge. So we're really wrapping up the summer and prepping for the fall. And we are hoping for a nice weather fall so that we can continue to rebound at the golf course. Although play is still up, we would like it to continue into the fall, because we will take all the golf we can get at both the Highland Park Country Club and Sunset Valley. So in terms of special events, a couple that will be coming up before we meet again, and the ever-popular Wolfstock, will be held this upcoming Sunday, August 30th from 12 to 2 at the Debbie Gottlieb Beitler Dog Park. And then really what has just I guess as weather goes, so goes the popularity of the Autumn Fest at Heller on September 18th, but that, as you know, when we've had really nice weather, we've had hundreds of people come to Heller to enjoy all the activities that take place that evening. That's from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
Is that still Skew Young? That's for?
It's really the little guys that are served by that. And for you honey lovers, tomorrow is Harvest Day. And I'm a little sad to report that our harvest will not be, it will probably be the lightest that has been in a couple of years because there are fewer bees, there are more issues that are related to our bee world and pollen and whatnot, but
Have we had that hive collapse phenomenon?
Pardon me?
Have we had the hive collapse syndrome that's been
No,
reported?
but we are losing bees, and actually, Jeff was in my office today, and we were talking a little bit about it, and he said, it's really a combination of things, and sadly, I mean, to some degree, he said part of it is pesticides, and just what's happening in our environment is affecting the bee population. It's not just Highland Park, it's everywhere. And when they go out to do their work and bring back the pollen, they're just not bringing back as much. I said they weren't working as hard, but we can't prove any of that. But it is a kind of thing where, a couple of years ago, we had a down year, and then the next year we had a large harvest. So, Mother Nature will take its course, and the bees will do their thing, and there will be honey for sale, but it will be like gold honey this year, because there won't be a lot of it. So, but that's just a cool event that takes place. And as I always say, how many park districts do you know that harvest their own honey?
If you could speak with Heller, Jeff, the Heller staff and Jeff, if there's anything that we can and should be doing to help improve our bee population, I think we would all be interested in
I
having
can assure you that we have
conversation.
purchased more hives to that, but.
Excellent.
So,
Some light recruiting.
I was told also that the cooler weather really adversely affected. We did not have the season this past summer that bees would thrive in their honey production.
so,
Okay.
and one final comment at Heller, they will be doing an outdoor movie on Friday, excuse me, they did it. I'm sorry, I'm behind. They had an outdoor movie. It was Movies in Nature for Families. And actually, they had about 70 people in attendance, and there was some crafts and free beverages and popcorn. So that's pretty nice, because we've tried to do the drive-in movies, and we've done some movies at Sunset. So it was nice to get this type of a crowd.
That's great.
For nature.
Excellent. Questions or comments from the board? Commissioner Kaplan.
I'm looking at the numbers in this week's report.
Mm-hmm.
And for Highland Park Country Club for golf rounds, it looks like it's apples to apples, where you don't put the rest of the summer for 2013, 2014, because we're not there for 2015. You see what I'm talking about?
We are comparing months for the 3 years.
Right, but when you go up, when we normally do our facilities, we bring the total down for 2013, 2014, and then it's hard to compare where we are at that point in time for a facility that's in season. Here we know the country club that there were 11,891 rounds played in 2013, 10,000 2014 at this point in time, and 11,000
Right.
this year.
Is there?
Are you asking that we fill in the blanks for 13 and 14?
Well, no, I actually like it better without the blanks filled in. When we do our other facilities that are in season, can we not drop down the prior year so that we can really see a
Okay,
comparison?
I follow what you're
Does
saying.
that make sense?
Sure, it does.
Because the
And
numbers
we-
look skewed because there's 6 months left. And this gives us an idea where we are today.
Yeah, I think where appropriate, we can do that.
I mean, if it's difficult, hassle,
No,
but it was just kind of nice to see this, where we could really compare it.
okay. Duly noted.
Any other questions or comments?
I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our communications team. Since, well, I wanted to comment and just say wonderful things about our website. I enrolled my children in fall programs, and it was so easy. And it is usually, prior to us revamping our site, it's been very time-consuming, very frustrating. I can't find this, I can't find that. It was so, so easy. And I know that if I experienced this, so did other parents. And just thank you for your work on it. It really made a difference in registering the kids quickly. And they're all looking forward to what they're going to be doing in the fall. So great job.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Okay, hearing none, I believe that brings us to adjournment. Can I please get a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
A second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carries. We stand adjourned at 8:20 PM.